wild whitetail folks with a bow.
That's a good shoot. That's a trophy. By far the biggest striper I've ever caught.
What about that for knockdown power?
This is what reality television is supposed to be, I guarantee it.
Welcome to Limb Savers Outdoor America. I'm Steve Gruber, and what an adventure we have in store for you today. We're going the old-fashioned way, by mule train and horseback, 25 miles into the Wyoming wilderness. It's a show you don't want to miss, and one you're probably going to tell your friends about because we're in search of giant wild elk. Saddle up and join us today on Limb Savers Outdoor America.
Limb Savers Outdoor America is brought to you by Sims Vibration Laboratory, products that work. Parker Bows, where craftsmanship and technology meet. Primo's Hunting Calls, speak the language. Benelli USA, performance worth the price. Pro Ears, Colorado made, USA proud. Cycle Country ATV accessories, work hard, play hard. Thompson Center Arms, Trijicon, the Any-Light Shooting Specialist, Border Crossing Labs, and by Elevators by Shadow Hunter.
October in the Rockies may be the best time of the year in the best place on earth, where golden leaves flutter in the breeze and the sun sparkles like diamonds on crystal clear streams. It's a place I've been many times before with guide Tim Doud, but I've always gone fishing. This time I will follow in the footsteps of my good friend M.R. James in pursuit of wild elk. M.R. found many years ago what I've also come to know. Tim Doud is among the best elk guides anywhere in North America. His operation is premier. Tim consistently gets his hunters up close to record book class bulls. So when Tim offered me the chance to join him for the rifle hunt opener, and I drew the tag, my travel plans were made. Traveling with Tim, however, is a very unique experience. The trip covers nearly 25 miles into some of Wyoming's most remote backcountry, and preparing is serious business. And Tim and the Bliss Creek Outfitters crew pay close attention to every detail. The ride is one of the most magical experiences I've ever enjoyed in the outdoors, as the trail winds through some of the most breathtaking scenery to be found anywhere. The trip takes some 11 hours and is not for the faint-hearted. The trail can be steep, and frankly, after several hours, you can be quite sore and tired. When we broke out into the last meadow, less than a mile from camp, our ride was rewarded. A huge 6x6 bull stood in the grass, separated from his harem of cows.
It's a nice feeling when you first step into the meadow, about a mile from camp, and you see a giant bull and 8 cows, and the cows went right up behind our camp. 4 other hunters in with us. Everybody's excited, it feels good, the weather's beautiful. Tomorrow, it all begins.
LimSaver changed the face of recoil reduction technology forever with its introduction of the LimSaver Recoil Pad. Well, they've done it again with the new slip-on. It'll slip on virtually any rifle or shotgun in seconds with a dual-cylinder air chamber system reducing 50% of the felt recoil. Yes, 50%, sending the shock out away from your body. It's painless. So, is it the slip-on or the precision fit? Look us up at limsaver.com. The talk of the industry has arrived. Parker's new line of outfitters. A new concept in archery. A fully tuned, completely ready-to-shoot bow package from the factory. Preset fiber optic sight. Sims vibration dampening. If you're a pro or just starting, archery's made easier with the outfitter. Technology, performance, speed, lifetime warranty, fully adjustable rest, rock-solid quiver. Tell your dealer you want to shoot one. Single cam technology. See the performance for yourself. Super carbon arrows. Parker's new outfitter. Just pick it up and shoot it. Taking archery where it's never been before. At parkerbows.com.
Here he comes, here he comes. There he comes, right there. Jump that ball. Ding, ding, ding. Caught, caught, caught. Well, it's gonna pass right in front of you. Take you down, right behind the shoulder.
The Truth Bow Hunting from Primos.
Harness the power and versatility of your ATV or utility tractor with quality products and accessories from Weekend Warrior. Weekend Warrior pull-behind and 3-point tillage implements are specially designed for ATVs and utility tractors. Weekend Warrior products are built to the highest quality and most stringent standards possible and offer the most comprehensive worry-free warranty in the industry. Call 866-539-8944 or visit their website at weekendwarrior.com. Weekend Warrior. Innovative ideas, powerful products.
Closed captioning brought to you by Tiger Tough. Claw your way to the top.
Welcome back to LimSaver's Outdoor America, on location in western Wyoming's backcountry. I am in pursuit of wild elk with veteran guide and outfitter Tim Doud.
Tim, give me an idea. There's a lot of places that people can hunt elk from, Montana to New Mexico to Oregon. But this is a very special place, a little different. Why is this area so special for elk hunting?
Mainly because of the wilderness aspect. Right now we're 22 miles from the nearest road, and you don't run into people. You don't hear vehicles. I mean, it's like you have the whole hunting place to yourself. It's almost like stepping back in time when you're hunting elk. You're hunting elk the way they used to hunt them. Instead of making drives and stuff like that, it's a one-on-one situation where the hunter versus the elk.
Give me an idea, when somebody books with Bliss Creek Outfitters and they head up into this valley, what kind of an experience can they expect?
Normally we will see or hear elk every day. Now this is open country, so it may be a situation where the guide and the hunter is glassing a bull a mile, 2 miles away, where you can't get at that bull. But you can see it. Another nice thing about this is the fact that we don't have the hunting pressure that's not here. If we do see a bull, let's say 2 miles away, and it's this time of the night, late afternoon, we can leave that bull and be right up there first thing in the morning. We know someone else is not going to be coming through there to bump the animal. Other areas that I guided before I came here, when you heard a bull bugle, the first thing you had to do was say, okay, is that a bull or is that a hunter? Here, you hear a bull bugle, you go because it's a bull. To me, that's elk hunting, and that's what I live for, is the month of September, when the bulls are bugling. When you can have that bull at 20 yards, a living, breathing bull that's 5 foot to the top of the shoulders and has another 5 foot of rack on top of it. He doesn't know you're anywhere around. He's looking for another bull elk. But even though he's 20 yards, you still may not be able to shoot him, so you have to work him and maybe get him at 15 yards. Or at the same time, we don't take very many people up here, which helps to make the rifle hunter successful. We don't want to, since we do have a lot of elk here, a lot of good elk, We don't want to get in the situation. I would hate to have a hunter come and say, you better be shooting the first bull you see. Yeah. You know, I would rather have hunters come and pick and choose. You know, that's why it's a long hunt. It's an 8-day hunt. You know, so everybody can pick and choose and make sure you get a good bull, a bull worth mounting.
Well before dawn the next morning, Tim, myself, and photographer Tom Nichols walked more than 2 miles to one of Tim's favorite areas, a high meadow. Tim led the charge as we headed to cut off the bull before he got away. It happened fast, and the bull vanished. Cautiously, we moved into the meadow to look for blood, but we found none, and I began to wonder what had really happened.
Oh my. Oh my. Holy cow.
Now that's a nice bull.
Tim, they don't get any nicer than that. This is opening morning. This bull was bugling at, 2 hours before sunrise? And just look at the amazing size of this bull. Tim, you've absolutely outdone yourself. I've been here to fish with you, and I knew from the first time I met you it was a first-class operation. You invited me out if I could draw a tag. I was lucky enough to draw a tag here in Wyoming, non-resident. Not in my wildest dreams, Tim, did I think at 5 minutes after 7 o'clock in the morning.
Remember what I told you before we came up here about this place?
Which was?
Which was 50% of the time we kill a big 6x opening morning here.
Yeah, in this spot.
Yep.
But this is, let's not sell short the rest of the area.
Correct. We've only hunted for 10 minutes.
We've hunted for 10 minutes. But the point is you look off across this country here, and what are we, 75 miles as the crow flies from Cody, give or take?
Yeah.
And, but cuts and drainages and hard to get to places that are all inhabited with elk, and a lot of them amazing elk like this one. The problem is, Tim, I don't really feel I've earned my breakfast, so I guess we can pack this guy down. Or do you bring horses this far?
You will earn your breakfast by the end of the day today.
Fair enough.
Once we get him to camp.
Fair enough.
One of the biggest questions that we're getting right now, especially this time of the year, now that the season's done and everyone has used the product, is how do I keep it a secret, but how do I get more? And it's like, well, we'd like you to tell everybody. No, I'm not telling my buddies because I shot a buck this year and I shot a nice buck and I don't want them to know how I did it. It's a good problem to have, but I don't know the answer to that one. You know, I mean, I know how to get more product, order it, but I think there's plenty of bucks to go around. You know, I think in all areas there's large bucks that we never see. Most of your large bucks die of old age or die of injuries from fighting. Very few of them are really harvested by hunters. Our VS1 is a pure product. We don't put preservatives, we don't dilute it, we don't mix it. But it only lasts so long. You know, it has a very short life, and that's why we can't even put it on the shelf. We have to keep it refrigerated. So what we've been working with and trying to come up with is how do we get it into a formula that is user-friendly, shelf-friendly, without having to dilute. What we come up with is a patented stick formula. It looks like a deodorant stick, so it's much more user-friendly. You take it out, you can set it out, you can hang the stick, you can rub it on stuff, put it in your pocket. It's going to change the hunting industry. Don't shortchange yourself by buying scents that are on sale, because normally the scents that are on sale are scents that were left over from the year before. And remember, all scents normally will spoil over time. And as they spoil, they get a bad odor. We might not be able to smell it, but a deer definitely can. So spend the extra money on the products that you know are going to work, that you know are fresh, that are from that year, and you're going to have a lot better hunt.